that can stop now. I remember back in my day, you didn't have toys like this. When Star Wars came out, way back when, I was like minus 20 years old. And we went to see it, my brother and I and a friend. But we only had enough money for 3 junior tickets. Turned out my brother was too old, so he had to forfeit his ticket, and this other fellow and I got in the thing. So I just found that out today. I'd completely forgot about that. So sometime later, sorry about that. So we saw it in what's called a theater. That's where you have to like go stand in line. And this line went around the building. Well, not quite around the building because it was a shopping center, and I'll put a picture of it behind me. Oh, down up in North Miami Beach, and which oddly is not really a beach, but that's a different topic. We stood in line, and then after the movie, all we could do was talk about it. We can go like rewind it, or fast forward to the beginning, or push the replay button or watch again button, depending on what streaming service you're using. You had to just pay more money to go see it again, or wait till it came out on TV, whenever that would be, and then you had to go into your mind and pretend that you were in, if you could remember what the places were in the movie, because there wasn't like all this stuff. There wasn't internet. You can go watch people do YouTube videos, which, by the way, like and subscribe. Back then, you had to just imagine. You pick up a broomstick. Oh, that's my lightsaber, and throw some boxes together, and that's the Millennium Falcon, and then the Force. We put a whole new set of words in our vocabulary, the Force, and then words and phrases like "I'm your father." Oh, that wasn't until the second episode. And then, now, we also had in order to enjoy Star Wars thing. Hold on a second. I left them somewhere. Hold on, let me pause this a second. Found what I was looking for. So remember, my brother and I used broomsticks to be lightsabers, but then things came around, and then another set of 3 movies came out, and by then I could say to somebody and say, "I'm your father." And then they get little action figures. Now, I'm in the tech industry, and you're allowed to, almost required to have these on your desk at work. This and the Star Trek ones. And so action figures, still, you had to like pretend these stormtroopers, clone troopers actually, and Anakin were doing things. So pretending, not at work per se. And then now, I can just drive down the road, and the whole thing that used to be in my mind is now something you just walk into. And I'm referring to Star Wars Galaxy Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It is, what are you doing in my head? It's better than you can imagine. Now it looks like a movie set, or better than a movie set, because there's no camera sitting around, and there's characters walking around from various parts of different movies. In fact, it's a Batu East, but they have a first order section where I find out you need to be a little careful who you talk to, because you can get recruited into being one of those stormtroopers. But this Galaxy Edge is like someone opened up my head and then built what they saw. So hopefully we're glad that's what I was thinking that day when they opened up my head, because who knows what else they would have made, or will still make, when they open my head and say, "Hey, we could make that." All right, so I was there. I got this shirt, and so one would think that children would love to see this, and they do, because it's like this thing you've been pretending to do is now right there. But in a child's mind, hey, that's kind of normal. So when you see my video, look at how many children are in the video. Not a whole lot. It's all adults, or at least they were adults when they parked their car, got in the tram, and then somewhere after that, they ceased being adults and just started enjoying this child that still lives in their heart, in their mind. And they're holding their lightsabers. They're wearing the robes. They're buying the stuff. They're drinking the blue milk, which is everywhere. We got, also I'll put a picture of it somewhere, a sippy cup from a Jawa. So now it's on my desk over there, and it takes my mouse and sells it to somebody else. But we also got, we're talking about people with lightsabers. Everyone has a lightsaber, and these things can be really expensive, but they're really cool. So we got a lightsaber. Okay, it's not the biggest lightsaber. In fact, it's about the size of the Jawa. The Jawa has a lightsaber now. Oh no. All right, so I made this video. I'll pan over to it now. You'll see grown people enjoying Star Wars on, okay, here's a tip. On the 4th of May. The 3rd of May, it's the 3rd of May. The 5th of May, you go get tacos. The 4th of May, may the 4th be with you, Star Wars Day. That's the day to get into this Galaxy's Edge, which now it's Disney, so you have to make reservations now. And that's kind of a good thing. That way the park's not ludicrously crowded. So we didn't make reservations. So how did we get in? Well, if you're an annual pass holder or you buy a certain ticket, you can do what's called park hopping. So we first went to Animal Kingdom, did some things there, and then got back in the car and drove over to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Now there was a chance we could not get in because the fire marshal closed it. In fact, certain parts of it were closed. They were saying it's full for a particular moment. So we took a chance, but the 4th was with us, and we got in. The 4th was with us. So we had a great time, and I suggest if you are in a galaxy nearby and not too long ago, hop on your jet speeder or in your Millennium Falcon or whatever it happens to be, and hyperspace over here. And I'll introduce you to some of my friends. Chewbacca, the First Order. Okay, I won't introduce you to them. They're a little grumpy. All right, now we're going to transition to the video. Enjoy. Remember to like and subscribe. The First Order says so. Right, here we are in the First Order section of Galaxy's Edge. So twice a day, several times a day, it's in the app. You can see when they come. The First Order leaders will show up and interrogate. Also what we call photo op, or selfies, but be prepared. They stay in character really, really, really well. Kudos to the performers. Oh, they're not performers. These are actual First Order lieutenants. All right, here we are in Batuu on the 4th of May. The 4th is strong in this place.
Oh, they got the churros.
Well, where's the churros? The churros is strong with us. Oh, right in front of me. They're eating a churro. See the churro? Okay, it says do not pull rope.
I'm going to pull the rope.
No, don't pull the rope. Don't pull the rope. Don't pull the rope.
It's not making a sound.
Okay. Takes a big jerk. It's not working this time.
Oh.
Oh no. Star Wars. May the 4th be with you.
That's the thing. We've come in. That, you want to do that kind of shit?
Well, nighttime has settled on Batu East on May the 4th evening, Star Wars Day. So we first passed through the First Order section, and notice, if you haven't already, lightsaber. This is like lightsaber central. Everybody seemed to have one. Gotta get me one. Can you? Let's all splurge and we can share it. Take turns using it. So notice it was hard to tell who's a cast member, an employee of Disney, or who's a guest. Everybody was, or a lot of people were in attire appropriate to Star Wars. Although it was rather warm, so I don't know how they were doing it. But here we are walking from the First Order section to the Galaxy Port section, where is parked the Millennium Falcon. What do you call a falcon who was born after the year 2000? A millennial falcon. All right. Haven't seen any stormtroopers, but did you know that an Imperial stormtrooper, the average height is 5'7"? However, metric stormtroopers, the average height is 180 centimeters. Think about that. So throughout the evening, there were several times. The first time we tried to get in here, it was full, so they were not letting any more people in. That was about 30 minutes before this, which is when all the vloggers that we wanted to see were there. So a few minutes later, there was another meetup happening, and we were able to join it. The crowd was a little smaller, but every once in a while someone would start chanting, and they'd all turn off their sabers and do a countdown and light them up at the same time. It's quite fun. Quite fun. If you're into Star Wars, or if you're slightly into Star Wars, and can handle the heat of Batu, come on, join us. Join the rebellion, and rebel against having a credit card with a low balance, and buy all this merch. Oh, and enjoy the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you and your Jawa. Like I said, when you get one of these, watch where you leave it. He will sell your stuff. He will steal your stuff and sell it. You have to buy it back. But his eyes light up. It's pretty cool. All right. Enjoy some more Batu East here at Disney's Hollywood Studios and Galaxy's Edge.
Okay, yes, you're not too far.
Yeah, like,
I lived in Khalid, Central Texas for a long time. I give Houston a pass because it's the Gulf. I got a message.
That's no moon.
Sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm not.
Those things are awesome. If you want to see it
I'm a
animated.
professional dog trainer.
Oh, it animates? Yeah.
No, it sucks.
It's got noise and stuff, but I don't know if you could hear it. Just give it a minute.
I've been doing it for
What
16 years.
animates?
The last thing I want to do is run a competitive dog.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
professional now, so Richard paid me to touch a dog.
That's awesome.
Touch your damn dog.
I almost got my thumb ripped off by a Labrador. Like, I don't need to
Oh, that's good. Does it do anything else? Oh, okay, so it's firing the primary weapon now.
It doesn't matter. I can train
That's awesome.
any age. Well,
Well, it is I again, holding the skull or the mask of Darth Vader. So, you don't know the power of the Stark side. And neither do I. But let's discover that together. So click like and subscribe wherever the button happens to be on the screen here. And see you next video. Haha, may the 4th be with you always.